So 5th graders, we have been practicing how to do number forms, okay? And we learned about the 3 different forms that we can write numbers in. If you remember from our notes, and hopefully you guys took from your notebooks, but the 3 number forms that we have are standard, expanded, and word, right? Standard is the form that we always see numbers in. They're written with just plain old numbers, as you have seen since you were little, like this, 1,592. Expanded form, remember, we're thinking of a balloon, and we're trying to blow up that number and make it as big as we could possibly make it by turning it into a multiplication problem and an addition problem. For example, if we take 1,592, we're going to expand it out, and we're going to show that the 1 is in the thousands place. So we would make that 1 times 1,000. Plus, there's a 5 in the hundred space, so that would be 5 times 100. Plus a 9 in the tens space, which we show with 9 times 10. And finally a 2 in the ones space, which we show multiplied 2 times 1. And don't forget, we always have to put parentheses around each multiplication problem so that we can see each place and their values. Okay? The last number form, if you remember, is word form, and that's when we just write it out using regular words. We're spelling the numbers correctly, like this, okay? Just as you would read it, 1,592, okay? And remember, whenever we have something like a 92, where it's a tens and a ones put together, we have to connect it using this fancy thing we call a hyphen. So there's a little bit of review about the 3 forms. For your homework tonight, you had worked with page 5, and what you were supposed to do is do numbers 9, 10, 11, and 12, and you're showing all 4 of those numbers 2 different ways. So if we know we already see it in standard form, we have to show it in expanded, and we have to show it in word form. So I'm going to do a think aloud so you can see exactly how we would do number 9. We read this number 15,409, okay? To write it in expanded form, remember we're blowing it up to the biggest that it can be, making it the longest problem using multiplication and addition. And we always start with the biggest place value. So that would be this 1. So I'm going to think of my houses when I'm doing this. And in my 3 houses, I have 3 different place areas or rooms. Okay? So I know that this is going to be in this middle house. And the 1 falls into the 10,000 space. So to show this is a multiplication problem, I'm going to go 1 times 10,000. Okay? Plus. Now I've got a 5, and I'm going to think it's in this space, which is the thousand space. So the multiplication problem is 5 times 1,000. Plus, there's a 4 in the hundredths space. So I show that 4 times 100. Plus, there's a 0, and it's in the 10 space. So I'm going to show 0 times 10. And then finally a 9 in the 1 space, which we show with 9 times 1. Remember, we always do the digit first, and then the place that it's in second. The digit first, and the place that it's in second. Okay? There's your expanded. Now remember word form, we're writing it, just spelling it out using words. So I'm going to think aloud how I would say this and write it the way I say it. So I start at 15,000, right? Because it's 15 and it's in the thousands. So I'm going to write that. 15,000. And then I have to finish it up. 409. 409. And that's it. When I do word form, and I'm going to give you guys this hint, double check yourself. After you've written it in word form, it helps to read this out loud while you look at the standard form. And you'll be able to catch yourself if you accidentally messed up, because while you're reading this, you can match up where it connects to in your standard form. Okay, so try reading this out loud and help yourself follow along, and you should be able to check yourself that way. Good luck on the next 3 problems. Remember, if you have any questions, to come see me tomorrow morning. Bye, guys. Good luck.